Okay, so I noticed that you're bronze one. Tell me about your rank career so far.
Well, I play a lot with friends, and I don't really I've never really had much motivation to play ranked, so I kind of just did my placements and then a few matches,
Okay,
and then got to bronze one, and then I was just kind of done with ranked.
all right. And it's the same for this season, or this season you wanna take it up a notch?
I'd like to, but I, I don't know.
All
It's
right.
like I'm hesitant because the champs I play aren't really meta,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
but I'd be willing to do it. So I don't know. But
sure.
anyway,
Then let's get into this one. So I don't know if you start the match just randomly, or do you think about the matchup before you get into the game?
um, I usually don't like having like the first few picks because I can't see who I'm up against first.
Mm-hmm.
But in ranked, I've been playing mostly Jhin just because I have highest mastery on him, and he's by far like the ADC I feel most comfortable with.
All right. And what about in loading screen? Like in this game, you are playing Jhin Morgana versus, I think it was Veigar Misfortune, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, do you think about that matchup before you start the game? Or is it just like, okay, just another game, let's just see what happens?
I mean, in this case, since it's like Morgana's kind of arranged mage, and then Veigar's also arranged mage, like his cage is a huge
Mm-hmm.
deal, but since they're kind of similar, it's not like if it was a Leona, I'd be thinking a lot more about what the Leona is going to be doing because Morgana can't help me as much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are different kinds of bot lane compositions. You have trade, you have poke, you have all in, catch, sustain. And I would say in this case, you're probably both catch composition. Like if Morgana hits a stun, you can CC train with your W and then just burst him down. But the
Yeah,
same goes for Misfortune Veigar. Whenever someone gets stunned by the Veigar cage, they're just gonna all in you. So you're probably both catch compositions. So this one will definitely be a matter of who gets hit by the CC is the one who's gonna lose, probably.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, let's get into the game. How you want to play this out is just try and bait out the Veigar cage, and then you can try and have Morgana hit her stun and win the fight.
Yep.
So yeah, this is just laning. Nothing really happening here. They seem to be pushing harder, so they're gonna hit level 2 first.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, this probably lost.
Oh
Oh, that's
no.
unfortunate. Yeah. This is kind of a matter of recognizing that they are gonna hit level 2. Um, so I don't know if you know this, but it's the third melee minion of the second wave, and then they're gonna hit level 2. So after they're killing this minion, they're gonna be level 2. So that's right now. And if you get closer to the Veigar right here, then you're just losing the fight.
Yeah.
Because not only do they have an extra ability, but they have a huge minion lead too. So you're going to be tanking a lot of minion damage as well.
Yeah, I saw like all of the casters got a shot off on me
Mm-hmm.
basically. So that makes sense.
All right. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that you got this low already after level 2s, because at this point, there's not much for you to do.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe Morgana's gonna get a kill, but I doubt
I
it.
think she gets her here. I'm not sure. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. She dies though.
I'm pretty sure you just want to back off. Kind of unfortunate because you lost a lot of minions here, but it's fine. It's better than suiciding and losing the minions anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, top is dying. No. Okay. This is fine. Oh, and it's not fine anymore.
I want Veigar so bad.
No. Yeah. All right, this one was fine up
Did she use her
until.
Black Shield?
Yeah, I don't know actually. Did she use it before maybe?
I don't think so.
Wow, she never used it. That's
Just
unfortunate.
chilling in the cage with her Black Shield.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But anyway, it was fine
Not my
up
job to
until
judge her
this
work.
point. Because up until this point, right here, you should already realize that this fight is lost. You have no minions and they have like 10.
All of them, yeah.
Yeah. They have a huge minion wave here. Yes, Veigar is low, but even if you like tunnel vision on the Veigar, you're gonna suicide for that kill. And I don't know, it's probably not worth giving up another kill to the Misfortune just to get one kill on the Veigar. So even if the Morgana is inting here, I would just back off because right now you're gonna tank a lot of minion damage. And then again, because of them having an HP advantage, they can just zone you off a lot of creeps if they're smart.
Yeah, and I'm not really gaining anything if I do that.
Yeah, look at that. You got the cannon, so that's nice. Maybe if your W comes back up, you can kill the Veigar.
I don't remember if I do or not. No.
It's fine. Okay. Nice done. Nice done. All right. So after killing the Misfortune, what do you want to? What is your game plan here?
Probably push the wave and back.
Yeah, exactly. So that's good. You want to push as hard as possible. So
Which
I don't know.
Don't really do.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like you're waiting here and there. But I think it's because you're waiting, you're probably not going to be able to crash the wave under the tower.
Yeah, looks like it'll get caught.
Yeah. Just if you pushed just a little harder, you would have had a great back timing.
Yeah, and I had my E's and stuff up. I should have been using them. So that was 536.
All right. Getting back to lane. This is good. Oh. Morgana still has Black Shield up. Damn. Okay, so now we know the Morgana is useless.
Yeah.
But at the same time...
Boy, she used it on herself against the Morgana.
Yeah. But at the same time, right here, she already uses her Q and her W, I think it is. Like the thing on the ground. The W, yeah. So if you're going to commit to a fight right here, you 100% lose because you already lost 2 abilities.
Okay.
So at this point, you might want to avoid getting into a fight. And by you staying here, it's already a lot. Yes, I mean, Morgana has Black Shield, so she can help you get out of the cage. That's on her. But at the same time, you're losing the fight anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not that good of an idea to just walk up.
Yeah,
And if you
especially when
hadn't
my
walked
support
up,
has just used all of her stuff.
yeah. I mean, if you hadn't walked up, you wouldn't be this low, and if you wouldn't be this low, then you could have helped here with the Evelyn gank, and it might have been an easy double kill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was lucky. Now the Misfortune almost got a double. Does he have a killer? No, she's dead.
I don't think so. Oh, I remember this because she was invis and then she just chased her down anyway. And I was like, oh, that sucks.
Oh, could you have flashed? Oh no, it wasn't cooldown.
I think here I was really wishing I had 6 and I was like half a level away. Oops.
So how's it going? 3-2 Misfortune with 49 CS. That's gonna be a rough one.
The Ornn died to Camille a few times and then managed to like bring it back, so that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as Ornn gets armor, the Camille isn't worth anything to him.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, you got the dragon. Okay, so that's great. Maybe you can get a plate. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we get one. Morgana does not use her black shields like at all.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Even here. Oh, that's too late, buddy.
She's still dead.
Yeah.
And Morgana, she didn't even hit the MF, so I can root.
Yeah, and this time I like how you backed off. You recognize that the fight was a loss, so it doesn't really do anything for you if you help her. Oh, nice. Oof,
oh no.
That's painful.
Right here, I'm probably thinking about flash 4th shotting the Veigar.
Oh. No.
I guess it's kind of ironic, but
there we go.
I think I might get a double here.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. I might have... I mean, mechanics-wise, it's exactly the same what I would have done, but it could have been a bit cleaner by... Like, right here, I would immediately flash, and then I would walk up and ward the bush instead of just walking into it or...
Okay, gotcha.
Waiting for her to auto-attack.
Reveal it herself, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you got the double, so it's fine. It's great. Okay, that's
now
Morgana
Black
Shield. Yeah.
Wow, look at how effective that was. She wasn't slowed or stunned.
Okay. I think you're dead here. Can you tell me why?
Well, I'm guessing Morgana Shield is still on cooldown. I am pushed up a lot more than she is, and Veigar is close enough to have a good angle on me for a cage.
Yeah, basically it's like the first reason. I think it was like about 12 seconds ago that the Morgana used her shield. Let's back it up. Yeah, like right here, she uses shield.
16. And
Yeah.
that's 12 seconds later, yeah.
And assuming that she doesn't max her shield, I don't think any Morgana does it. It's a
Yeah,
cooldown
probably not.
on level 1. It's a cooldown of about 24 seconds, I think. So yeah, as long as she doesn't have her shield, you have to avoid the Vhagar cage. If you get
Yeah.
cage, especially when Misfortune is 6, you're just gonna die.
Yeah, because I can just do that where it's a free
Mm-hmm.
R for her.
Yeah. Yeah, that combo is just insane. You're still 2-1-2, so there's still a chance to get back into the game, even though Misfortune is pretty strong here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what was it at? What app is this? Oh, Face Check.
Oh yeah, that's face check.
Huh. Never
I
heard of
didn't
it.
know it would record that actually. I guess it is a monitor capture.
Alright, I'm not sure if you should fight here. I would probably focus on CSing. Okay, that's another black shield. Oh, unfortunate. Uh-oh.
Ooh, yeah, that wasn't a good decision.
Yeah, it's kind of the same as before. It's just Vhagar
Yeah,
Cage is
it's like
killing you no
the
matter
same
what.
exact configuration.
Yeah. And if you would have just waited like 3 seconds longer, the Evelyn would have been here to help and maybe
Yeah.
even engage the fight, and then it would have been an easy double kill. Damn. But Evelyn killed him. That's okay. I mean, as long for the rest of the game, as long as you can CC people with your R and your W, it's still winnable.
Yep, I am no stranger to playing support Jhin. I'll end the game with like 2 kills and like 15 assists, and I'm like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, same for Ashe. I love playing Ashe, but when you're behind, it's just spamming volley and R.
Yeah. I also need to get better about using my R more. Like for Jhin, it's pretty conditional, but for Ashe, I don't play her a lot, but when I do, I usually R way too late.
Yeah. Oh, it's one thing I noticed now, just now, but I noticed that you're playing with a locked camera. I would personally highly recommend playing with unlocked camera. I mean, it might be like quirky, it might feel awkward for the first 10 to 20 games, but
Yeah.
it's definitely gonna help you. And this might be a reason why, actually. Yeah, because right here you're forced to use both summoners to survive, just because when you arrive to lane, you're surprised that suddenly the your tower gets
The turret is
destroyed.
gone. Yeah.
And if you were playing with unlocked camera, you could have looked on the lane first before going for it, and you would have seen that the tower was about to go down. But it's also useful for Ashe R and other long range abilities. Oh wow, nice. That's a lot of damage. So yeah, with unlocked camera, it's just like such an advantage for I mean, vision-wise, it's such an advantage. It takes a while to get used to, but I would recommend trying it out.
Yeah, that's the main issue. I have like, I think it's semi-locked camera, and it's a bit more lenient, but I'm just so used to not having to constantly rearrange my screen.
Yeah.
Although I guess you can use a space bar to like center it on yourself.
Yeah, that's what I do. Whenever I get lost, I just hit spacebar and then I'll find myself again.
Yeah.
Okay, right here, the fight is lost. And I'm just gonna rewind, and right here I'm gonna pause. So I know the fight is lost, and I'm... Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, why do I know that a fight is lost? I can give 3 reasons.
Well, me and Morgana are separated.
Okay, but that doesn't really matter, because as long as you guys hit the same person, you're not really separated. I mean, you can still... She can black shield you and you can still join her. Or you can use R and stuff. But that's not really the problem here. The main problem is, if you look at the minimap, it's currently 3v3, so mainly it's okay. Like, the man advantage wise, you're even. But if you look at it this way, you have been losing lane quite hard. The Misfortune and Veigar are way stronger than you. So even though it's like even in man advantage wise, you're still gonna lose this fight no matter what. Secondly, the Nasus just respawned and will be joining the fight way sooner than the Cassiopeia will, because she's also still in base. And the third reason is, if you look at your ultimates, every ultimate is down except for yours. Yeah. So, and I don't know if they have their ultimate, because Misfortune used her R like a few minutes earlier in bot lane. But it might be back up. I'm not sure. You also don't really know about these two. But if you're not sure, then you should always assume the worst, which is they all have their R up. So no matter what happens, you're probably going to lose this fight.
Yeah, I've never looked at it like... It makes sense that MF is doing well, but I've never looked at team fights as the lanes being... like, just beyond the numbers, like what you're saying.
Oh, also, maybe a bonus reason would be that Ornn is pretty much He doesn't really have a lot of mana, so even if he had R, I'm not sure if he would have had enough mana to use it. So these are all like conditions you need to take into account before a fight happens. Every time, this is what I do, every time a fight is about to start, what I do first is look at the man advantage. Who has more people to join the fight, and whoever has most people, 90% of the time they will win, unless the other team is insanely fed. So first thing is look at man advantage. Second thing is who has ultimates up. Third thing is who has enough mana to do the entire combo. So yeah, it's things like that you need to take into account. And if the fight is starting, you should always think about what can kill you. So let's say there's an enemy Malphite in the team fight. You know that if he uses ult on you, you're just dead, because everyone's going to jump on you. So what you need to dodge is a Malphite R. So in that case, you should just hold your flash, hold your finger on your flash and wait for him to R. You should always expect it, because you see this in pro teams, pro plays all the time. People, it seems like they're reacting so fast to some engage, but it's not like their reaction time is super fast, but it's just a matter of expecting it to happen.
Yeah. They know that that's the most likely thing to happen, because it can kill them, and then they know that they have to flash it.
And
That
I
makes sense.
know it's a lot to think about, but the more you do it, the faster it goes, and the more you do it, the less you'll die to random stuff.
Yeah, so in this situation, it would probably be like Vagar cage. Like if he gets a cage on me, I'm just dead.
Yeah, I mean,
Between
this
him,
situation, I would just back off before the fight even starts, because there's no way you win it. Even if you dodge the cage or any other important ability,
Mhm.
they just have so much more damage that it's gonna be like nearly impossible to win this fight. Because if I remember correctly, uh, your friend on voice chat told you to focus Vagar instead of the Ivern, but
Oh
even
yeah.
if you focus Vagar, it wouldn't have mattered. Alright, so let's get to the next one. Yeah, same thing right here. Two teammates just died, so whatever you do, just don't get into a fight now.
So is it generally better to like what I was doing there where I walked around with my fourth shot for a while? Is that better or just start with a full mag and then since I get extra damage off of the first three shots, my fourth shot will do more.
I don't know when you were walking around. Oh, right here.
Yeah, like right there.
Um,
Like I'm just chilling.
yeah, I mean, you can walk around with forward shot, but I just wouldn't use it. Because if you try to get in range and hit her, worst case scenario, she's gonna jump on you, stun you, Ivern's gonna flash stun or some crazy shit, and
Yeah.
you're it's like 1% chance of you killing someone, so I wouldn't just wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Oh, that's a big dog.
Hmm.
Okay, so this was good. Recognizing that even if you fight, it's lost. Don't know why Cassiopeia ran upwards, but whatever. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, he's just dead.
Hmm.
That's Vagar misfortune for you.
She's just
Oh,
running
he's
at
dead.
us. It's so annoying.
Nice. She should die as well. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is where you are, so that's good. Okay. You can W and yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was perfect. I mean, mechanics wise, you're pretty good. It's all fine. The only reasons why you're dying is mostly because you're walking too far up. Okay. Yeah, this is just a little trick for Jhin, but let me just play it out first. I don't think you're dying. Okay, so whenever someone TPs, he's gonna end up right between the line of the minion he's TPing on and their
The
base.
base, yeah.
So in this case, he's gonna end up. Where's my pen? He's gonna end up right here. So what you can do is put an E onto the place where she's gonna. She's gonna appear after her TP runs out. And then as soon as she appears, then you can W, time it right when she appears, so she's gonna be stunned, and that gives you enough time to either run away or maybe in another situation run her down. But
Yeah, if
doesn't
it
really
happened to
matter
be
in this scenario because you survive anyway.
someone other than Camille.
Yeah.
If it was someone other than that, I could probably try to burst.
But hey, she used flash, and you still survived. I don't think you needed to heal, but it's fine. I probably would have used it as well. It's better to use it than not to use it and die and be sad. So
yeah.
I'd say it's fine. All right, so looking at this scenario, I would say you're winning the fight. And this is, again, if you look at just the numbers. Ornn is TPing in, so that makes it a, I think, 5v3 here.
Yeah,
and
looks like all 5 of us are there.
Yeah, and there's one of the enemies missing, so if they're missing, you should always assume that they're about to join the fight. So, but still, even then, it's 5v4. So this should be winning. Alright, I probably would have used my held my W for any occasion where you could have used it to have CC. So right here, if you could have CC the Misfortune now.
Yeah, or could have got the clap easier.
Yeah, and there we go. As predicted, it was a 4v5, and it's 1 because you were 5. And now this guy dies as well. Yeah.
Not before taking.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, that's a way to like predict fights. Just purely going off man advantage. I'd say you're still gonna win this game. Or is it a loss?
This is actually a loss.
Oh wow.
So I guess we'll get to see what happens late game. Because like we're still neck and neck with kills, and they ended with like 8 or so more than us, I think.
Yeah. Because as far as I can see, it's just like the Misfortune being fed, but the rest of the team is useless. Maybe the Camille, but and Nasus is kind of getting big. But Nasus shouldn't be too hard to kite. All right, this is good.
Oh, she dodged it.
Just let him int. That's fine. I would probably say you can start off with your R here, because you do want to force a fight now, because the Morgana jumped in. But since Veigar put his cage here, there's no other thing you can do than use your R. And your R is also fine, because it kind of sets your team up.
Yeah, Veigar was low enough, and it would have helped with Morgana getting her stun off.
But at this point, it's a loss.
Yeah. I remember being here and just kind of like...
Oh.
Because we all just went in one by one and died.
Was still a nice kill. And it ended up winning. Wow, okay. Oh, also on your next back, you might want to buy the blue trinket. It's something I personally forget as well.
My trinkets.
Oof. Hey, nice flash. Okay. So right here, I would probably R as well. Or you can flash over this wall. Or not. Yeah, you could have flashed over the wall to dodge the cage. Can you kill this guy? Not sure. Probably
ends
not.
up killing Mark, but
No.
I don't.
Yeah, because I would have probably used my R here, because that's 2 people low, and with a good R, you could have had a double kill without any effort. Yes, Nessus is here, but he's currently fighting someone else, so you just need to keep an eye on him. But... Or the second option here would be flashing over the wall, then killing the Ivern and chasing down the Vhagar. But yeah, after this one, yeah, it's good that you recognize that you probably couldn't kill the Nessus here. So yeah, just backing off here is the right decision. That's fine. They might be going for Baron soon. Alright, nothing really happening here. Except for this guy. What's he doing? Okay.
Ooh, excuse me.
Alright, let's back it up. What's happening here? That's a little risky. It's kind of a matter of
I don't
Evelyn.
think I realized the Nessus and the Vhagar were both there.
Yeah, I mean, the Evelyn went a bit too deep.
And Nessus zones me out of my ult. He might kill me. Yeah, I think he kills me here.
Okay, so what you could have done is right here, after killing the Vhagar, right here, just cancel your R and start running. But you went for that last shot, and that's what killed you.
Yeah. So that was 29:30.
Yeah, and I think it's game over from here. They got 2 inhibs. That's just a fat Nessus. It's gonna be a rough one. Okay, okay. And she's dead. I think you can kite him. Ooh. Yeah, it's
the anti-kite
this auto attack is what killed you. Like, wait for it. This one. That's what killed you. Instead, you could have ran for like half a second longer and then used W.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, doesn't really matter. And maybe it would have been able to chase you down anyway, but it might have saved you.
The possibility, yeah. So
and then it's probably over. Oh, no, it's not. All right.
We were clinging on to hope for a while here. I think at one point they might get our third inhib, and then we're just kind of done for.
Oh, if you continue pushing here, you're probably dead. Yeah, this is a thing I was talking about earlier. If you don't know where someone is, you should always assume the worst. And you don't know where any of them are, so... Yeah, and that's probably game.
Okay, that makes sense. 33, 40...
And that's a wrap. Okay, so let's break it down to 3 major points, which are first, I would say going for unlocked camera instead of the locked one. It's gonna be awkward for like 10 to 20 games, but afterwards you're gonna be glad you did it. Secondly, I would get into the habit of analyzing the situation before you commit to a fight. As I was talking about earlier, like the man advantage, who has their ults up, what abilities should I be taking into account? Should I be looking for? And what are my reactions to it? So if a Malphite has R and I don't have flash, should I go into a fight or not? Or should I wait for him to R someone else and then join the fight? So whatever you do, you should have a plan before the fight even starts. And number 3 is playing around cooldowns, especially in lane. It was a few times that Morgana used her abilities, or maybe like one or two of them, and then a fight breaks out. But let's say if you have a Thresh and he just missed hook, you might want to avoid fighting until his hook is back up. And same goes for the Morgana. If he uses her Q or Black Shield, you might want to wait for those abilities to come back up to get into a fight.
Yeah. And just to like clarify, it's not that they have to engage with those, but just like having them up in case they try to engage us is best.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense, but just...
Because it's just
I feel like a lot of people like wait for a Thresh or a Pike to get a hook and then they go in, when that's not the only option.
No, not necessarily, but it's just if the enemy team sees Thresh use his hook, then they know he doesn't have it anymore, so they know it's not a threat, and then they know they can just go for you. But let's say the Thresh has his hook, he hasn't used it, you can probably try to engage with like an auto attack and then W to set Thresh hook up for a free hook. So he doesn't really necessarily need to use that hook first to engage, but it's just a matter of him having the ability up. Okay, so that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah, so this is a bit more broad, but how would you play different lanes? Like you said, we have a catch lane, and they also have a catch lane. But how would my play style, like how should it change if, say, we had, I don't know, like a Lux or something, or maybe a Thresh?
I mean, Thresh is also catch, but let's say you have a Soraka. Soraka is like sustain, so then you would have to be extra careful, because if you want, I can make a graph of it, but it's like sustain is bad versus all-in, but they are good versus poke. So let's say you were Jhin Soraka versus Ezreal and maybe Karma or something. So they were definitely poke with the Karma Q and the Ezreal Qs, but you have a lot of sustain. So even if they poke you, it doesn't really matter because Soraka's going to heal you back up. So what you want to do then is go for short trades and have Soraka heal you back up, so you automatically win those trades. And let's say you have Leona, so that's definitely all in, and they have Nami like sustain. All you want to do then is all in. So you have Leona engaged, then you follow it with a W, and you just burst them down before they can even move. That's when their sustain becomes useless, because they can maybe heal once or maybe twice in a prolonged fight. But as long as you just don't poke and back off, you're gonna have the advantage of bursting them down before they can heal back up.
Yeah. Well, that about answers my question. I don't think I have any more right now.
All right. If you come up with any more questions, feel free to hit me up.
Okay,
Also,
sure.
if you want another coaching session, just ask me. Yeah, that's about it. I wish you good luck in your future games, and let me know how they went.
Yeah, sure thing. Thank you, and good luck to you.
No problem. All right, see ya.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye.